Good evening and welcome to the Manchester City Supporters Club annual dinner. Can't believe it's been a year since we were last here, but it's always an incredible evening. And I think this is my fifth one in a row that I've been to. Danny and I come all the time and it's wonderful. And this one is particularly special because of the guest of honour who is standing here with us. The legend that is Sir Paul Dickov, at least to all City fans. Good evening, Sir Dickov.
How are we?
That sounds good.
That's got a ring to it.
Yeah, I've been called a few things in my career, but I don't think Sir is one of them, trust me.
Every City fan will agree with me. You are guest of honour tonight, and it is a pleasure again to see you here. The Supporters Club has been such a huge part of Manchester City. Was it so big for you when you were playing for us?
Yeah, it was. It obviously slightly changed as in standard of football and the Supporters Club dues that we had, but I remember as players we used to regularly go out once a month, once every couple of weeks to supporter club dues and have a drink with the fans, mingle with them and everything else, which obviously the players can't do anymore, but we used to have a good time. And I think the relationship the players had with the fans through the times when we weren't very good and then we got back-to-back promotions, I think that really helped us.
The bond that you've got with the Manchester City fans, I mean, yes, that one goal probably helped that, but I mean the affinity that you've got with our club and the fans and the people here tonight, you're going to be worshipped. How special is it? How does it feel? You know, when people just love being around you because of what you've done.
No, but I love being in and around the place as well. You guys know that. You know, I'm a City fan. My family are all City fans. I come down, I support the club, and get a little bit embarrassed by it sometimes. You know, because as far as I was concerned, you know, when I was here, I wanted to give my all, like I did at every club. And, you know, and seeing the other guys, Andy Morrison, Lee Crooks here tonight as well. It's great to catch up with them. And it seemed to be at that time that the worse we got as a team and the lower we went down as a team, that the better support that we got. And I think the fact the fans actually enjoyed it, you know, going to grounds like York, like Lincoln, grounds they'd never been to, taking over the towns, having a proper day out. And there was a real bond between the players and the fans. I think that's because we used to go and join them for a drink every now and then as well.
And you mentioned, you know, Andy and Lee, you know, they were part of that team in 99 and your goal in 99. Will that memory ever fade for you? I mean, you know, and I think you're probably very much aware by now that City fans, me and Nat, will look back at that goal like every other City fan will. That was, if it wasn't for your goal, our club wouldn't be what it is today, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. You know, do you still does that kind of resonate? Has that sunk in with you yet?
No, it's not. And look, even talking about it, I can feel the tingles in the back of my neck.
I've got them, mate. You know, I'm talking to Paul Dickov. I mean, talk about tingles.
Yeah, you know, but look, and I do try and play it down, but it's something I'm so honoured and privileged to have done. And the old thing is you wouldn't have been able to do it without your teammates and everything else, and that's so true. You know, throughout that season, and the season after when we got back-to-back promotions, it's without a shadow of a doubt the best team spirit I've known. You know, we had proper lads. Yes, we knew how to enjoy ourselves. But when it came down to grafting, working hard and making sure we were a team, it was great, and it was always a pleasure to be involved in. And I was the lucky one that managed to score the goal that gets remembered. Here's the big man, just to make me feel even smaller. Here's Alex Williams, just came in there.
I'm no longer the tallest in this interview, sadly. And again, another man that I will gladly call Sir Alex Williams for the amount of work that he does for this club, for City and the community. Alex, this is an event we love. We come every year. It's a wonderful event. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what it means to City and the community?
Yeah, for some time now, the chairman of the OSC, Kevin Parker, has supported CITC by the proceeds of tonight's events. Kevin's also a trustee of the foundation, so it's a great link up.
And tonight we have this special guest here next to us. Not Danny. When you're thinking of names for your guest of honour at these events, this man must always be towards the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see Paul Dickov back here, and you know, there's a lot of former players getting back in with the club, and it's superb. You know, and Paul's been great for CITC, and he's helped us out on a number of occasions.
And from a kind of a fundraising perspective, Alex, because obviously we want to raise as much as we can. It's an amazing charity, the city and the community. How important are nights like this as well? I mean, obviously the fans love it. You know, the fans really have a good night, but there's a serious message behind it in terms of helping projects, you know, in and around Manchester.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see so many people here. Fran Seriano's here with a number of the senior management team. I believe there's a couple of other special guests who I can't name, but you'll hear about later on. And it's great they all support CITC, because what we do goes back out into the local community supporting needy kids around Manchester.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your work you do. Thank you for being a special guest here this evening, Paul. This is amazing standing in the middle of these two.
Love the blue dress.
Thank you. Always blue. Always blue. Always blue. I'm going to try and peel Danny off Paul Dickov, and then we're going to go and get a drink. I hope you have a good evening.